Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name's Lizzie and today I'm putting together a little bit of a honeymoon outfit diary for you. Now, not every single one of these outfits that are going to be included are handmade by me, but I thought it would just be interesting to show you what I wore whilst on honeymoon in India. It was quite a challenge working out what to pack because it was exceptionally hot when we were in Delhi, Agra. To tell you what we did, we spent the first week doing loads of sightseeing in Jaipur, Agra and Delhi, which is known as the Golden Triangle. And when we were there, it was 37, 38 degrees every day, and at night time it was 29 degrees. It was really hot, so we needed to take into account the temperature and obviously being respectful of local culture and dressing sufficiently modestly. And then we flew down to Goa for the second week and relaxed on the beach, where it was perfectly acceptable to be a little less covered up in comparison to when we were sightseeing. A lot of the things that I wore were handmade things, so I thought you'd like to see those, and I thought I'd tell you a bit about some of the ready-to-wear things I wore as well. So I'm going to try and keep this short and snappy because it could get really long, but the first outfit that I wanted to tell you about is the outfit that I wore when we went to see elephants in Jaipur. Well, it wasn't in Jaipur, it was outside of Jaipur. We went to an elephant sanctuary called Dera Amer. I'm pronouncing that horrendously, but I'll put all the details of everything in the description box below. And what I wore were these amazing viscose linen trousers, these yellow floral beauties. The fabric I bought last year from Sew Sunshine, and the pattern is a hack of the New Look 6446 jumpsuit pattern. So I hacked them to be trousers. They were beautifully floaty, perfect for the hot weather, and also keeping my knees covered, which was good for modesty reasons. And I paired it with this kind of gold marigold orange t-shirt that I bought from H&M. When we were in Agra, we went to see the Taj Mahal, and it was so unbelievably hot, but I needed to be covered up, and I had bought a couple of pairs of stretchy, drapey, floaty trousers from M&S. I bought these specifically for this trip because I didn't have time to sew any. But this pair that I wore at the Taj Mahal were so good. I wore them a lot during the trip to the point that it was probably a bit gross. But they were high-waisted, which was flattering, but they were loose enough around my tummy to not be uncomfortable at all when I was traveling. For example, I wore them a lot when we had our journeys from one place to the next. And they were just perfect to be tucked in with a navy blue floaty stretchy t-shirt. It was the perfect kind of sightseeing / travelling outfit, and it was really comfortable. In fact, if anyone knows of any patterns, dressmaking patterns for any similar trousers, something high-waisted, drapey, I don't want a full-on harem pant or anything, that's too much fabric for me, but yeah, any similar patterns would be great because they're so comfortable. I kind of want them to become my summer staple kind of pair of trousers. Because also, you don't have to worry about sun cream on all your legs when you're wearing trousers. So they were just a win-win all round. They protected me from insects as well. We had to be a bit careful not to be bitten by mosquitoes because of Japanese encephalitis. Anyway, trousers, drapey, floaty, breathable, stretchy trousers for the win. One of the days we were in Delhi, I wore one of my latest makes, which is the Simple Sew, no it's not the Shannon Collection, Simple Sew Cocoon Dress. It's made in this lovely viscose from Atelier Brunette, which I bought from Sew Sunshine. And this was the only day we did sightseeing where I had my knees exposed, and I felt like I could get away with it because we were exploring New Delhi, which is the kind of, it's the bit of Delhi that's newer. It was built sort of in the colonial times, and it's a bit more modern. It's obviously very pretty cosmopolitan. It's a very big city, but even there I was conscious of the fact that my knees were out. So actually that was the only day that I had my knees out for sightseeing, because we stuck out like sore thumbs as it was, being like the only white people wandering around, and it just made me feel even more like we were being looked at if I had like a little bit too much skin on show. So I reverted back to covering my knees after that day. Next, I want to tell you about one of my new favourite pieces of clothing. It's a linen shirt dress, navy blue, from Uniqlo. So this is ready to wear. I bought it. They also had it in a few other colours. I think maybe grey and maybe green. I would love to have the dark green one as well. But it was just so good. It just pretty much covered my knees. It had long sleeves, so it protected me from the sun. It was pretty modest, and it was breathable because it was in this lovely linen fabric. Uniqlo is one of the main places I go to buy clothes these days now that I'm so into dressmaking, because I know that the quality is good. The quality of the fabrics are really nice, and the things that I have bought from Uniqlo have always become sort of staples within my wardrobe that I wear over and over again. They wash really well, and actually it's inspired me. I never really pegged myself as a shirt dress kind of person. It's never really been part of my personal style before, but now I would love to make myself a shirt dress. I'm talking future, this isn't something that's going to happen immediately, but I know there are loads of good shirt dress patterns out there, but if anyone's particularly aware of some that are good for beginners, as in my first ever shirt dress, like I've never made a shirt, yeah, let me know, because I'd love to know your opinions on which patterns you think are, like, you know, my first shirt friendly. I've got a whole load of other stretchy, lovely pairs of trousers to show you. So the other pair that I got from M&S is this pair that I wore when we were exploring the Red Fort in Old Delhi, and it's green and black leopard print. Like, how cool is that? Although after buying them I did realise that it's a little bit limited in what I could wear with them, and I actually like specifically shopped for green t-shirts to wear, and it sounds so stupid, but I just everywhere. That colour of green is obviously not really in fashion at the moment, because I could find khaki, but that didn't really look right, and I couldn't find the right colour green t-shirts, so that was a bit of a shame. I'm going to have to keep my eye out for fabric and make, because I think I'll be able to find fabric in the right green more easily than I'll be able to find an actual ready-to-wear t-shirt in the right green. But they, again, stretchy, lovely, great. I also had a pair of elephant trousers that I bought when we went to Vietnam a few years ago. They're hilarious. The pattern matching is like ridiculously rubbish. Like, it's got, the pattern is like striped across, you can see in the picture, and it doesn't meet at all at the seam, like at the front of the crotch, but never mind, it's all good. And I also have a pair of those in red that I wore, again, I just wore these with t-shirts tucked into them. Both the t-shirts are from Uniqlo. Most of the t-shirts I'm wearing are from Uniqlo or H&M. And yeah, it was just really great to be modest, floaty, breathable, protected from the sun, protected from insects, all good. I'm big into the like elephant trousers. And I know I look like a massive tourist, but I was a tourist, so I don't really care. But they weren't necessarily my most fashionable outfits, the ones with the elephant trousers, but they did what I needed them to do, and they're quite fun to wear. The next outfit that I'd like to share with you is my Simple Sew Shannon Collection t-shirt dress. Now, this pattern is designed for jersey fabrics, but I actually kind of took a bit of a risk and made it with a woven, and it worked out fine. It was a little bit tight on the arms, but other than that, good to go. And yeah, it's in this tropical green, it's like a viscose mix. It's a fabric that I bought from Chrisp Street Market in London. They have it's really annoying, they have a fabric market or fabric stall on the market Monday to Friday. How annoying is that? I can't get there Monday to Friday. It was like some fluke day that I happened to be working from home or something. But yeah, that dress I wore in Goa, and it was brilliant to just throw on over my bikini, throw on over my swimming costume, and wear it like basically to walk from the hotel room to the pool or from the hotel room to the beach. Like, it was just a great sort of beachy dress. Another of my recent makes is my Hen Party Jumpsuit. It's the, I made it for my hen party, that's what I mean by my Hen Party Jumpsuit. It is the new, no it's not, it's the Vogue V9075 jumpsuit. I've made two before. I love this pattern. This time I made it in a khaki viscose crepe fabric. The fabric crinkles like anything, but I kind of decided I didn't really care when I was on honeymoon, and it was a really nice thing to be able to put on in the evening, because I had a pashmina that I bought whilst in India that I could wear to kind of cover my shoulders to protect me from like insects and stuff. There weren't loads of insects, it was just we needed to be careful of mosquitoes. And yeah, it was just nice to put on something a little bit nice in the evening, be a little bit dressed up, and my legs were a bit more covered than if I was wearing like a normal dress. I'm a big fan of a jumpsuit. I bought a ready-to-wear dress from H&M in a khaki colour. It's like a viscose fabric. It's loose, floaty, drapey. I love it. Again, it was perfect just to throw on to go to the pool or to go to the beach, to walk around the grounds of the hotel. and I love it. I absolutely love it. I always used to wear really fitted clothes, and now I'm so embracing like loose baggy floaty things because they're just so comfortable, and they can look really stylish too when you like style them properly. And I like it so much that I'm now really inspired to make a Charlie kaftan. Oh, I forget what the pattern designer is, but it's the Charlie, I'm sure you all know what the Charlie kaftan is. But yeah, I think that would be quite a good pattern to make something similar in the future. I want to throw a swimsuit in here because I bought a new swimsuit from H&M in the run up to the honeymoon. I've only ever really worn bikinis in the recent past, but I really liked the idea of wearing a swimsuit and I loved it. I felt so much more elegant than when I wear a bikini. I mean, I'm very lucky, I'm very confident in my figure. I don't have to sort of worry from that perspective, but I just felt really good in a swimsuit. And it was a really simple cut. As you can see, it was just sort of straight across the bust with some thin straps. It was a little bit high-waisted, but nothing extreme. It had like a double lining on the bust with some like slip-in, like little thin cups that could give you a little bit of support and shape on the bust. But overall it's really simple, and it's actually not very well made because the lining kept like popping out the sides on my bum, which I found so annoying. But I did enjoy wearing it overall, but it just kind of made me realise that I could probably make something that's actually slightly better quality, just in terms of the way it was finished, like with the lining popping out. I know I could make that not happen if I made a swimsuit myself. I'm going away again at the end of the summer in September, so maybe I should set myself the challenge of making another one. The last outfit I'd like to tell you about is my absolute all-time favourite thing that I've made, I guess except for my wedding dress, which I suppose ought to now be my favourite thing. But it is one of my other V9075 jumpsuits made in a tropical viscose that I bought from Guthrie and Ghani. I absolutely love this make. It doesn't need ironing, I feel really good in it, it's really flattering, it's so easy to wear. And I wore it on several evenings to have dinner, and yeah, I love it. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing like some pictures of me on my honeymoon wearing all these different outfits, and I hope it's made you, well, it's shown you, I guess, that my wardrobe is very much a mixture of ready to wear and handmade. I don't actually strive to have a totally handmade wardrobe at this point, because for me I think it would just be unrealistic. I sew things that I'm excited to sew and things that make me excited. I've decided I'm just not interested in sewing basics, because sewing is my hobby and I want it to stay that way. I don't want it to ever become a chore. So if I'm not excited about the idea of making a plain white t-shirt that's something I need, I'm not going to make it. I'm going to let myself buy it. But I do try to be a really mindful consumer, so it takes a lot for me to part with my money for something that's ready to wear these days. I make sure that it's something that I'm going to wear and wear and wear, and that's not going to end up in the charity pile in 12 months time, because that's what fast fashion is. So even when I'm buying clothes instead of making them, well, in all capacities, whether you're buying fabric and making it into a garment or whether you're buying a ready-to-wear garment, you're still a consumer. And in order to be sustainable, we all just need to essentially consume less and use what we already have more. So when I buy something or when I make something, I really try, and obviously I don't get it right every time, none of us do, but I really try and make sure that's going to be a garment that I treasure and really enjoy wearing for a really long time. But yeah, that was a glimpse into my holiday wardrobe, my honeymoon wardrobe. And I also just want to show off here, okay, I'm sorry, this might be really annoying for some of you, but I'm a big Marie Kondo fan, and I Marie Kondoed my suitcase. And here is a picture of what my suitcase looked like at the end of our trip. Like, in the past, I'm just so used to my suitcase ending up being a big pile of mess, because we were away for 2 weeks and we stayed in 5 different hotels, so we were moving around quite a lot. So that's, again, where you don't have time to unpack, there's not point in unpacking, and my suitcase was all neat and tidy right until the very end, and I could see all the garments that I had, so it was really easy to find what I wanted and to remember what I'd even brought with me. I'm a big fan of the Marie Kondo packing, so I hope that gives some of you some inspiration to try it out if you're going on a summer holiday this year. Thanks so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more of my videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!